Previously on Smart Mobility Today, we covered stories about EV charging, wind, astronauts stranded in space, robots building solar farms, and using spy drones to combat drought. This week's stories focus on hydrogen vehicles, AV manufacturing, drone ships, mushroom-powered robots, and AI detecting cancer.
You've got something to say, and we can help you say it. Detroit Media Productions is here for your audio, photography, and video needs. DetroitMediaProductions.com.
Hi, this is Cindy Polakowski. BMW has announced that it will start selling a hydrogen-powered EV in 2028, with the goal of offering an alternative to battery-powered EVs. The company cited the development as a milestone in automotive history. The fuel cell vehicles will use technology developed by Toyota, and the company plans to offer a hydrogen variant of an existing BMW model. BMW chairperson Oliver Zipse cited the work with Toyota as an indication of collaboration that, quote, will underscore how technological progress is shaping future mobility. The Ford Transit has been a common vehicle for tradespeople and others looking for a van-like alternative to pickup trucks. An enhanced range Transit EV for 2024 is now available, and it offers improvements over the previous year's model. The E-Transit debuted in 2022, has seen steadily increasing sales, and the van is expected to be a more common choice over some of today's oversized trucks. Volvo is revising its goals for a 100% EV offering. Originally committed to ending sales of internal combustion vehicles by 2030, the Swedish automaker is citing the end of some incentives, plus the slow rollout of charging infrastructure in its decision to still offer some number of vehicles powered by fossil fuels. Volvo Cars, owned by China's Geely Holding, plans a 2030 model lineup that includes at least 90% EVs, including both battery-only and plug-in hybrids, combining battery power with an internal combustion engine. The company says about 10% of the lineup would be made up of, quote, mild hybrids, running primarily on internal combustion and electric power generated from braking and stored in a 48-volt battery.
Looking for better ways to manage your IT, phone systems, or remote workforce? Improve your organization using technology that works for you. psntechnology.com.
In Jacksonville, Florida, city and state officials announced that AV manufacturer Holon will build its first ever plant in the United States. Jacksonville has led in the testing of self-driving vehicles used for public transit and will now host the facilities that will build those shuttles. The project will result in a $100 million facility that is expected to create 200 jobs. The decision involved $15.7 million in city and state financial incentives. The plant will develop shuttles that meet Buy America and federal motor vehicle safety standards, making them eligible for use by Jacksonville Transportation Authority. The growth in autonomous trucking relies in part on sensors that can understand and react to what they see on the interstate. Sensor developer Aurora, a Pittsburgh startup, is working on creating a self-driving system for commercial use, and they are starting with a route running between Dallas and Houston, planned to be completed by the end of the year. The company is focused on long-haul trucking, a large market that generates a lot of revenue and has a shortage of drivers. According to the American Trucking Association, the industry needs 78,000 more drivers today and could hire over 1 million in the next 10 years. Earning about $55,000 per driver per year, the math, meaning the $60 billion plus, is something worth paying attention to. Adding to the shortage, the restriction on how long a human trucker can legally drive means that the trucking industry is limited by what humans can do. So the push for automation seems smart considering the industry's high operating costs, crash rates, and lack of drivers. The first flight of the Blue Origin drone ship is scheduled for October 13th. The huge New Glenn rocket recently arrived in Florida as part of NASA's preparation for a mission that will send twin Escapade probes toward Mars from the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. The mission will also include an attempt to land the rocket's first stage on a drone ship named Jacqueline. Jacqueline is a large, sea-based landing platform where New Glenn's reusable booster will return home after each mission and be refurbished for the next flight. Drone industry regulation is encouraging growth in Europe, and some think that puts the U.S. industry at risk. The company Manna offers a backyard delivery service, and the drone-friendly regulatory environment has been a boost to the company's growth. Irish Manna CEO Bobby Healy commented that, quote, Europe is miles ahead of the United States in this space. Drone-friendly regulation has allowed Dublin-based Manna to use autonomous aircraft to deliver purchases from local stores directly into a customer's gardens for more than 3 years. After proving its model during the pandemic, the approach has been exported to other EU countries, thanks to the U-Space legal framework. While the EU framework has supported Manna, CEO Healy compares his success to U.S. company Wing, asserting that his company is uniquely profitable and that he is focused on long-term issues, cost, and scalability. We will be right back.
All right, ready. All right, I'm ready. No, that's fine. All right, ready.
More water. I'm going to go right now. We'll be right
But
back.
I can give it a go. Presenting.
Too many. I did.
Hey,
I
shut
put
the door.
a pee in. His wife makes no sense. Okay.
Freelancers, gig workers, and entrepreneurs are creating the future of work. Subscribe to our weekly newsletter at workshifter.com and follow us at Workshifter on social media.
A video shows a robotic star bending its 5 legs and shuffling across a room. No big deal if it were powered by plug-in or battery-supplied electricity. But this robot is driven by a living entity, a king oyster mushroom. A Cornell research team has grown the mushroom's mycelium into the robot's hardware, engineering robots that respond to the environment by harnessing electric signals coming from the fungus and triggered by its sensitivity to light. The work is happening in a field of study known as biohybrid robotics, combining biological materials like plant or animal cells with synthetic components, resulting in entities that are partly living and partly engineered. The technology may lead to a day where cyborg insects can search for earthquake survivors or robotic jellyfish can explore the oceans. 6G, that promise of super fast communication, relies on technology that is developing quickly. Referred to as terahertz technology, the advancement comes in the form of a silicon device with the potential of doubling the capacity of wireless networks. The promise ranges from ultra-fast content downloads to truly immersive virtual reality. The silicon chip is smaller than a grain of rice and operates in the terahertz range, a largely unexplored part of the electromagnetic spectrum. To tackle the issue of managing different terahertz wave polarizations, researchers developed a kind of traffic control system, a polarization multiplexer that allows more data to be transmitted without congestion. At Harvard Medical School, scientists have designed an AI model called CHIEF, Clinical Histopathology Imaging Evaluation Foundation. It can perform diagnostic tasks useful in understanding many types of cancer. Until now, AI has usually been trained to perform specific tasks, such as detecting cancer presence or predicting a tumor's genetic profile. And they tend to work for only a handful of cancers. The new system performs a wider array of tests, can be used to diagnose more forms of cancer, and has a flexibility similar to AI language models like ChatGPT.
Read these stories and more at globalautomobility.com and subscribe to Smart Mobility today on your favorite podcast platform. Sign up to receive our weekly newsletter and follow us on social media at Smart Mobility Today. Produced by Detroit Media Productions, this is Smart Mobility Today.